here is your 2-minute EWO to the downside. Here's your next one. It was only 2 candles. It did not give you anything. Then it did it again. It was all choppy around VWAP. It changed colors. So here it is again. These are all the same. So you would not have entered. Then this was your next move. It went to the upside. Okay, great. And then there was your payday, right? And then, of course, it flipped again right here. And just a little bit of money to be made. So a little bit weird yesterday, but huge payday. Flat or lose money. Flat or lose money. Baby amount of money. So winner there. Nothing here. You couldn't even enter the trade. Good money here and massive money there. So if you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades for the day, I tell you every day on the 2-minute EWO that you will typically get 1 to 5 trades. We also do not cherry pick the trades. So let's say we're in Apple, the 2-minute EWO, and you're riding this thing out, right? And you're making money all the way up to the upside, and it breaks down here. Now look at the color change. We don't panic on this color change because we bought it down here. It's still above VWAP and it's still rolling. The only time we worry about a color change is at the entry of the trade, and it changes color right away, meaning it did not have strength to drive it to which way you want to go before changing color. You don't have to worry about this because you're up so much. The color change doesn't affect you. Does that make sense? So unfortunately, if we use some sort of algo that said, hey, you need to tell us to get out. Well, the problem is the algorithm would have said, get out here, right? It would have been like, you must get out. The color changes and all that stuff, right? So an algorithm would have said, get out here on the bottom. And then it drove back up to the top again, right? So now for us, we want to be doing the shedding technique. The reason is, check this out. If this comes up, right? Here's your first shed, by the way. There's 50, comes up, pulls back. There's 20, pops up, pulls back. There's 20, comes back down, breaks VWAP. I would for sure get out, and that's the rest of it. But now check this out. What if it came down again, right? And then it took off, and it just made new higher highs and higher highs, right? But the algorithm was like, well, get out. That's completely wrong, right? This is why we can't use an algorithm to exit. So if you guys are always wondering, but I don't know when to get out, shed on pullbacks. Shed on pullbacks. It will help you navigate the whole thing, right? If you got in here, you know you had to have some wiggle room to get through, right? The initial trade comes up, it stays above VWAP, pullback. Here's a good spot to shed. Comes up, pulls back. Hell, you could have shed here. Comes up, pulls back. You could shed here. Comes up, pulls back. Do you guys see what I mean? You get to collect every time it does one of these.